Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 230.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Black 20.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
2nd and 11 now. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first down to Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 55 to the line. Check 55 to the line. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Mike 51. Mike 51. Don't get nervous.
Jones now On third down, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Giants nothing.
Second and 5.
70 Lions. What we got? 55 is my guy. 55. Hurt. Check. Shoot. Check 24. Go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Down and 6.
Ready up. 42. Max 42. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, Max 42. Watch the curls. Ring alert. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 15-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Sacked there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Jones off the play fake. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, D. Here I come. Slow, Rick, go.
Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
Check, Mike 42. Come on, baby, come on. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 42 is the Mike. Hey, keep it up. Check, 42's the Mike. Check. Riggs. I know he ain't got it. 7 Pirates. Mike's 42. Check.
Jones on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jones now. Throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
2-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Look. Street. Right there, baby.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got Rome. The 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Giants. Saquon Barkley, 42 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
Set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Hey,
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
All right, now, 180. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Now 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Off the bootleg, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Samuels again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Steelers.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Black 80!
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball 3. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
All right, now, Black 20!
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll be back home next week